Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-Pack Screen Protector plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Doctor lists 14 risk factors that contribute to developing dementia. 5 are sneaky. A doctor has shared some of the sneakiest ways our body could be at risk of developing dementia. He says most aren't connected to the brain at all. Dementia, according to the NHS, is a syndrome. The umbrella term is used to describe a collection of symptoms that result from damage to the brain caused by different diseases. Dr. Karen Rajan, an NHS surgeon, shared a study online that claims there are over a dozen lifestyle and health factors that may prevent dementia to some extent. Explaining the research, he said, according to a 2024 Lancet Commission, nearly half of dementia could theoretically be prevented by addressing 14 risk factors. He added, of these 14 risk factors, there are 5 particularly sneaky ones which more people should know about. The medical expert pointed out a handful of the factors that few people would know link with the condition. One risk factor is having high LDL cholesterol, often known as bad cholesterol. This type of cholesterol increases the risk of heart attacks, heart disease, and stroke by contributing to plaque buildup in arteries. Don't miss, Corrie fans work out miracle way Debbie will be saved from tragic death latest. UK's most prescribed drug can reduce dementia risk by 13%. Latest. Loose Women star Ruth Langsford shares heartbreaking Alzheimer's confession latest. Health issue could triple dementia diagnosis risk for people between 45 and 50 latest. Reducing dementia risk. 14 risk factors. Less cognitive stimulation, social isolation, air pollution, traumatic brain injury, hearing loss, depression, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, physical inactivity, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, uncorrected vision, loss, high cholesterol. High cholesterol is often referred to as a silent killer, since it does not typically present any warning signs or symptoms in its early stages. It is usually only detected via a blood test or once it has caused damage to other parts of the body. The doctor said, excess brain cholesterol has been associated with an increased risk of strokes and brain deposition of amyloid and tau protein. As someone who's over the age of 30, I now do annual blood tests because on a random blood test when I was 28, I found out I had high cholesterol, which, thankfully, I was able to treat with dietary changes. High blood pressure was also identified as a risk factor that could contribute to developing dementia later in life. The doctor said, many adults have high blood pressure, but they remain unaware because they don't have any noticeable signs or symptoms. If you are 30 and over, I suggest checking your blood pressure annually. Our community members are treated to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. You can check out at any time. Read our privacy policy. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. Sensory loss was another, with hearing and sight loss being identified as something people won't want to ignore. Dr. Rajan said that losing your ability to see and/or hear can also lead to other risk factors like social isolation or depression. Speaking to an optician or audiologist should help address any issues as soon as possible with the help of hearing aids, for example. Sight loss may also be a red flag for other underlying conditions such as diabetes. Speaking of diabetes, this was deemed the 5th risk factor that people need to keep an eye on. Dr. Rajan said, poor control of type 2 diabetes means a higher risk of dementia. According to the Alzheimer's Society, research shows that type 2 diabetes increases a person's risk of developing dementia. Dementia risk also increases with the length of time someone has diabetes and how severe it is. However, it is important to note that diabetes is only a risk factor and does not mean that a person with diabetes will go on to develop dementia. In people with type 1 diabetes, severe blood sugar highs and lows are also associated with increased risk of developing dementia. Here is the full list of risk factors for dementia, as identified by the Lancet study. Having links to any of the 14 conditions listed does not automatically mean you will develop dementia. The NHS website states, "Dementia is not a natural part of aging. This is why it's important to talk to a GP sooner rather than later if you're worried about memory problems or other symptoms." There is plenty of information and guidance on how to secure a potential dementia diagnosis if you are concerned about yourself or a loved one. Getting a diagnosis gives you and your family the best chance to prepare for the future. With treatment and support, many people are able to lead an active and fulfilling life with dementia. Use this NHS tool to find dementia information and support services in your local area.